DJ Bigg Smoov versus DJ Steve Bills. The 8th round, this was another difficult one.
Steve Bills versus Bigg Smoov.
So we had Steve Bills against DJ Bigg Smoov. This was my favorite battle.
This one right here is the battle of the DJs. DJ Steve Bills and DJ Bigg Smoov.
It was really his two unorthodox styles going against one another. Both had, great ideas. You could tell they both have a mind for beat making and producing.
DJ Steve Bills. The one thing immediately when I heard what you were doing, it was weird because it made me realize, I was thinking the way he's programming the sounds and all the stuff, it makes me realize why I love hip hop.
This one I had the hardest time with, and that's why I call it the battle of the night. I felt like Steve Bills' first beat and a lot of the 8-bit effects that he was adding in, there was just some really cool aspects to that.
Man, Bigg Smoov, always.
Smoov, it just has a better execution of those ideas. A little more dynamic with the beats. They different. They got some movement to them. A little better pacing and a little more aggression that I wanted to see.
DJ Bigg Smoov, I've told you before that, I just really enjoy your sound choices, the way that you pick your sounds.
And I think that Smoov really kind of emerged, at least for me, as a guy that I think he could win this whole thing.
And the interesting thing is, your music is current, but I think it's pushing the edge just enough, to where it's commercial, but you're using just certain techniques that you're starting to really develop and come into your own yourself.
Bigg Smoov, always coming so close to taking that win. Steve Bills just edged it out for me on that one. Just the performance, and it was fresh. It was very original.
This was another difficult one, but I went with Steve Bills. He had a nice variety. He had some nice cuts in there. I know as a DJ.
I didn't even realize when we were watching the IG live video that you were doing a lot of finger drumming. So, that was dope. I'm like, okay, this brother's definitely doing his thing, man.
I love the beats with the cuts in it. Being a DJ, I love that stuff. So, battle of the night right there. Nice cuts, good layering. The only thing that I would say is the mix could be slightly better. Sometimes I'm guilty of this too. We tend to boost up our bass a lot because we feel like we need it. And sometimes we do need a lot of bass because we want it to bang in the club. But you just want to make sure it's not overpowering your drums.
Big up to both of you guys, but Smoov going on to the next round.
People will question, okay, I'm, using the bend bass and stuff like that. And they can say, okay, well, guys do that. But in my mind, I just see that you have an eye for what's now, but also you have an eye for where you want people to go. So, definitely get out there and, get your work on with your artists and stuff like that, and get your music played and stuff like that.
I thought he was a wild card from the beginning because of his unorthodox style, but he really impressed me going up against Steve Bills.
Steve Bills is my winner.
This one's hard because, I felt nostalgic in a certain sense, like the love of hip hop with DJ Steve Bills, and then I'm seeing, the current but the future push with DJ Bigg Smoov. But if I had to go with anyone for this one, I'm gonna go with DJ Bigg Smoov for this. Definitely great job, and DJ Steve Bills, thank you, man. Because it really made me feel good. It made me feel great that I made a decision years ago to really, pursue hip hop as a producer. And so, thank you for the inspiration.